UK, when we came into this match, they told us today, you know what, we're going to run a composition you haven't seen before. Not goats, but dotes.
Yeah, we're waiting for that dive, triple tank, triple support. They want to bring those dive tanks to bear with the 3 supports staying behind them. So could be very interesting, but of course this is not really a map for that. This is really that classic tanky setup. It looks like we're going to see a classic 3-3 out of the United Kingdom, and Poland favoring the Mei comp. This is a really great map for Mei. Those point, the entrances to point are exactly perfectly the size for a Mei wall, so it can be a major play to isolate Orion out, but it's going to be tough. They need to do it quick before the supports can get in.
Poland going to be looking to try and turn Village into a horror movie by running the Mei here, but Mei very effective at just buying time. The United Kingdom gonna have to be careful about how they engage this.
They really need to not give up first capture. That's what's most dangerous against the Mei. So the United Kingdom's first initiation is going to be incredibly important. They're dropping down at the point. The wall comes in, but almost everybody has passed it. Great movement by UK.
It's a nice split off here in the United Kingdom. They just walked right into it, and you're going to see Christopher getting frozen out. Still can be healed back up, but you've lost your Brigida, and take a look at the United Kingdom here. They're not going to have the healing support that they otherwise would have. You don't have the Brigida Aura healing you all up, and as a result, it's Poland just easily cleaning them up here. United Kingdom, no choice but to back out.
It's a great pin by Shadow, taking down the Brigida that early into the fight. Almost no way back for the United Kingdom. Of course, that Mei just laying in with the icicles. She's already 65 to her Blizzard, so looking to take control of this map. At the same time, United Kingdom going to fight from low ground here. That's another risk for the Mei. They can be taken out at this initial choke as well as the point chokes.
How do you deal with the Mei here if you're not running one of your own?
Well, it's all about getting through the wall with all 6 or with none at all. You need to bait the wall, which it looks like they're trying to do now. Oh, it's just the support in the Zarya, and Zarya is going to be focused down instantly. All of Poland running into the Zarya. Can they finish her off?
Kib in a rough spot, but does get the Graviton Surge, and United Kingdom making this a turnaround. Nice play coming out here from Kib, and it sets up the rest of his team. Cruz dropping all sorts of beats all over Poland, and that's going to be enough for the United Kingdom to get through. A nice reaction to deal with what could have been a very tough situation.
That was essentially best case scenario for the Mei wall. Get 1 support, 1 tank, caught out all alone, but Kib did so much work in that previous fight, despite his team falling, that he's got the grab, and that grab keeps him alive and brings in the fight win. Now Kib already 60% to his next grab. That's a huge team fight. He's going to try and retake this ultimate tempo from Danye, but Danye ready to combo with that Blizzard on the side of Redziot.
It's absolutely the Polar Vortex combo that could be in play. United Kingdom, really self-destructive specs, not going to get too much, but Dooku, bit out of position. United Kingdom able to dive through, bisect Poland. They don't give them exactly what they're looking for here, and even as they dive back on in, United Kingdom, they're spooked enough that they're going to drop the sound barrier, but this is very much their fight as Christopher slides along that wall.
Christopher going all the way to the spawn here. That's so important. Picking off the Zarya at the end of the fight. She's not going to have any energy when she's forced to recontest, and it's kind of difficult to get energy against a smart United Kingdom team. They can be careful, peel some of that damage off. You don't have that much uncontrollable spam. And Kib making use of that aggressive spawn play. Set up for the hide and grab, but Poland coming out high ground, they're not going to be vulnerable.
Kib was hoping they'd go down on the ground floor. Instead, they go up over the top. There's going to be a battle here between the Zarya. See Kib hiding here in the back, just going to drop it against the wall. Gets 2 tanks. United Kingdom more than willing to go on in. Maywall comes in trying to block it, but it's not enough to save Danye. And the setup from Kib, more than enough for United Kingdom to take this fight.
Such a great grab. Finding that enemy Zarya, that's your best grab target in the 3v3 comp. Kib, so smart, playing that corner. As soon as he sees the Zarya, instant grab commitment and great follow-up from the rest of the United Kingdom. This is where this huge ultimate stack from Poland is a little bit of a liability. They weren't able to get out any of their ultimates that fight, so not able to build any more. At the UK is probably going to lose this fight. They're at a big disadvantage, but at the same time, they're going to be able to regain that ultimate tempo in a major way.
You got to watch the interaction here between Danye and between Smex. Smex could absolutely ruin Poland's day here. It's going to be up to Danye to get a good grab, but the UK, they know they're going for it. Earth Shatter up early, the grab gets 3, but self-destruct blocked out. Still not going to be enough for the UK. Poland does enough off the initiation. They get rid of the UK front line, and Shadow gonna move in, gets taken down. Cruz, a little bit of DM in him there, but likely not going to be enough as Poland does get all over the point. They retake control.
This is so important though. Kib escaping out main with 100 energy and 90% grab charge. UK looking to recontest quickly. As soon as Mikey A gets back, they can get right into this fight. They're not even waiting for Mikey A. Kib on 100 energy says he's ready to take that fight all the way to Poland. Poland drops the sound barrier first, but the grab, sealing down everybody. Danya is nano boosted, looking to clean up, but the kills are going towards the United Kingdom.
United Kingdom being absolutely ferocious. They retake control of the point. They've taken out 3 members of Poland. Poland, no time to breathe, and the United Kingdom getting rewarded for their aggression here. The lads, they're at it again. Overtime's gonna tick down, and it's UK taking round number 1.
For me, that round was all Kib. You have to hand it to him on the Zarya. Perfect understanding of his role. The first team fight, they do lose their Brigade early. They're not able to take it, but Kib stays alive, keeps high energy, and gets a ton of grab charge. That leads into the first take for the United Kingdom, and then it's just perfect plays from there on out. When the fights that they're losing, Kib is still building a ton of energy, still building a ton of that ultimate charge, and keeping his team in control. It's all about the Zaryas in the 3-3 matchup. The Zarya that does more damage, has more graviton surges, is very, very likely to win. It's such a high-impact character in this situation, and his team is certainly playing around him well.
Poland does seem to be going for a bit of a change of strategy here, where they go, you know what? Yeah, the Zarya vs. Oh, as I say that, they go on a Zarya of their own. For a moment, they're looking to run something without Zarya, run with the Pharah, but it does look like they're swapping off a bit, but they still might be running the Pharah, so Danye is going to come out on it.
The double spam DPS, we have seen this, especially on Shrine. It's easy for the Pharah and the Hanzo to take those high angles to poke onto point, but it can be difficult to deal with if the United Kingdom can speed boost and catch out Dooku. He's a real vulnerability in this comp with no mobility on the Zenyatta.
Boombox was almost taken down, just barely able to get to a health pack on the other side, and that was because of Danye. Already at 40%, his rockets just ruining the United Kingdom from afar. Every rocket doing serious damage, up to 60%. And you see what's happening in the United Kingdom. They engage heavily, trying to make the most of things before the Pharah can do critical damage. They're able to get Dooku, and now they're backing up a bit. But Danye finally gets his man, gets the first pick off for Poland, drops an early barrage. Mikey, nowhere to go.
Poland looking to take this team fight even without their Zenyatta, but it's the UK on the point trying to get that first slip. Despite the fact that they're losing the fight, it looks like they're going to be able to get the contest for Poland. Danye up in the air, completely uncontested by this tank setup.
Danye, no one dealing with them, gets another rocket, and let's just review. He got a barrage in the first fight and is already 40% to another. Something has to be done about Danye.
Well, looks like Mikey A and Kib have some ideas onto that double hit scan setup. No, it's going to be back to Brigitte. Mikey A on the McCree, going to be the one trusted to take down Danye. They're really going to try to enable him, speed him around on this McCree, but it's on him to shut down the Pharah. If he can't do that, oh, the Dragon down middle, maybe, oh, picks up one. That's such a great win for Poland. Going to really stagger the UK's offense.
The Dragon just going right down Broad Street, setting up Shadow there, and that was just real nice stuff coming up from Poland, who right now, dominant position, set up by this Pharah, and you got Kib going to the Widow.
Ooh, almost takes off Danye's head, but Danye, as soon as that Widow comes off, he's right back in there spamming. He's almost at his second barrage of the game, and it's only 35% control for Poland. So Poland needs to win this fight. It's all in the Valkyrie as well. Once they get that AoE healing, it can be very hard to deal with. Mikey A tries to find the angles, but the beat drops so early, able to burn down Shadow.
Shadow out of the fight early, and United Kingdom now working on the 6v5. Nice poke coming in from Mikey to challenge Hanzo on the other side. Now, attention turns towards the Pharah. Danye holding onto the barrage, decides to let loose, still finds Mikey, but gives his life for it. Now you're going to see the res come up immediately, but oh boy, here comes a big boom on the other side. Connects! Takes down Danye, and this time he's not getting enough. Self-destructing Poland, not going to be doing nearly as much. The United Kingdom retaking control here. Boombox, though, under fire, going to fall. Cruz, much the same. Shadow is in the back line, and it's not done yet here for the UK.
Frag's going both ways, but the Brigitte on the side of the United Kingdom is going to give them a major advantage in these low number situations. It's so hard to take down the Brigitte without those crucial abilities, those spam from Pharah, Hanzo, and with, of course, both DPS falling to Smex's Diva Bomb. That's absolutely not going to happen for Poland. So the UK takes their first control of the round. We'll see if they can maintain it here. The Brigitte enabling this McCree. Will the Hanzo be able to do more?
We'll just have to find out. Red Ziak, of course, real close to getting that Dragon Strike. Poland coming up the ground side here. Mikey further in the back. Deadeye ready. Poland very grouped up right now, but Christopher down early. He was a little bit over-aggressive. He's out of the fight. Deadeye for Mikey. Had a skull. Unable to connect. And now, nothing going to come of it. Here comes a Dragon making room. Poland now engaging back over to the point. United Kingdom having to give space, but this is real dangerous. Poland, if they get this fight, they'd be one fight away. Smex is down, and this is going the way of Poland.
Both teams trading divas, though. At this point, Chris will be back with that Primal Rage sooner rather than later. He's already back in the fight, pops the Primal, started to get in and zone out Danye potentially. Danye with the right clicks, though, laying in that pressure. Chris has to back out, meet his healers. Now the Trance has to come up from Team Poland. They're investing a lot into this fight. They need to win it quickly. Boombox, though, has a Transcendence. Could be a later Trance. Big advantage for the UK. They're moving in with their High Noon on the side of Mikey A. Danye's forced to back out.
They have the advantage in terms of Winston's Poland, who is so close to getting the fight. Now, quite far. The United Kingdom able to reestablish self-destruct down, finds Danye, and suddenly Poland on the other end. They only going to really get one more good attempt at this here, Jake.
Boombox is just so terrifying with that armor stack. You can see his HP management is just perfect. Kib's already back to 77% rally. That tells you how long ago the last rally was, and yet Boombox still hasn't had his armor taken off. That's critical problems for Team Poland. They can't stop Boombox, and the Lucio for Cruz is really enabling Mikey A more than Kazano is able to enable his own DPS.
What they're going to need here to deal with the spores that send a Dragon towards Boombox, swim up from the team. The Dragon coming out here, not going to be even, goes right on over, but Boombox not even phased, still at 272. Deadeye coming up from Danye, forcing UK back, and oh, they're able to get Christopher off the rotation. Man advantage here, the Poland. Dexter getting pretty low. Redziak under pressure, but they're not finished off. And you have the Transcend though from the UK. Boombox able to bring it back up. The UK pushing in after it. Kib about to get another rally. He immediately pops it, and the UK just too much healing, too much armor. And this could be the end for Poland here in Nepal as the United Kingdom secures the round, secures the point. They take the ball.
Beautiful plays there from Boombox, from Kib, Mikey A, all of Team UK coming together there, looking so strong on map 1. Kib finding that crucial pick on Kazano at the last second. Kazano had a Valkyrie trying to pop that. If it had come out, that could have been a very different final team fight, but the Mercy just being absolutely destroyed by the work of Cruz and Kib, getting in his face, not letting him stay alive to get those abilities out.
You know, I gotta say I was expecting Christopher to be more the villain in reactions here, but that was just downright casual from Stylosa, just sitting there, just lounging back, liking what he sees. Of course, Stylosa been supporting UK Overwatch for quite a while, but still taking a look. He's entertained.
Certainly. Team UK with a lot of banter, but now they're all business. They have the coach coming out, referencing the notebook. They're going in the strats. So they've seen a little bit from Team Poland. Maybe they have some ideas of what maps might come out next or what strategies Poland might bring. So Team UK looking very prepared. It feels like they understand these compositional matchups. I mean, we saw Poland win that first fight on Shrine, looking very convincing with the Farah Hanzo, but Team UK looks so prepared. They knew exactly what to switch to, instantly go to that, protect the President McCree strategy that we've seen so much of, and favoring the Lucio as well. I like that pick a lot. It makes it so much more difficult to play Farah against the Lucio. Every target is faster. You're just going to be doing less damage overall because of those speed boosts.
No doubt. And what would you say was a turning point there for Poland, where they were looking good for a time, and then towards the end, it felt like the UK really took firm control of the McCree?
For me, it was more about Boombox than about the McCree. Boombox staying alive, keeping that armor stack, showing that he was really never pressured, never punished, and still getting kill after kill. These crucial picks in the team fight are really making the difference. We weren't seeing the same kind of production out of Dooku, and really Boombox, Overwatch League level player, that's what you expect.
Boombox has been good for a really long time, but let's see where we're going to next. Where's Poland going to bring the next battle to? What map is it going to be? Curious to see. It's going to be Numbani.
Numbani, interesting. This shows really Poland loves that dive composition. We knew that. We've seen it from in the previous series where they favored it, but this is the full commitment. Numbani is a classic dive map. It's very difficult to run the 3-3 composition. It's all but third point, really. That's just too much verticality.
And I mean, this is the one map where it's like, yeah, as you say, is that you don't want to deal with the 3-3. Well, Numbani, it's the place to go where you take a look at Numbani historically. What is it defined by? Big fights on point A and a real struggle going into point C. Point B, usually a little bit free.
Poland looking to get a solid hold here. Streets phase so difficult. That second point really offense favored. Really, first and third point are your best chances to hold on the defenders. So getting that clock worked down on first point is absolutely crucial. Dooku had to really get great games on the Ana in his last series. Hopefully he can reproduce some of that specialness here.
Taking a look here at the Poland defense as they move on out. We got Redziak out here on the Doomfist, so it does appear to be a bit of a Sombra Doomfist setup. And what does that mean for what the UK is looking at here? And we're going to disregard Kib. He's not coming out on offensive Torbjorn. Not happening. That
would be quite surprising. What Danye will provide on the Sombra on this map, this is one of the best situations in the game to hack health packs. You can hack that mega health right under this first high ground, and that's such a crucial health pack for the attackers. Their tanks really want to be eating that constantly, and just hacking it, even if your team never eats it, just denying it from the enemy is a really important play. At the same time, the mega health pit in the mega health in the pit is another really impactful one. So it's on Danye to find those hacks early. Right now, he's just scouting and poking, but UK looking to punish, getting right in here, trying to take that high ground control.
They're going full old school dive here. The GT, the Genji Tracer setup, and no Brigida in sight for Poland, so we'll see how this works out. But Christopher, a little bit over aggro, taken down immediately. Support not quite there. Poland, though damage still quite good, as Dexter continues to punish the UK frontline here. Meanwhile, you got Red here on the Doomfist. Doesn't really find too much here early on, but that's fine. The United Kingdom gonna have to back out. Now, Jake, let me ask you, is this where you'd want to swap up seeing the GT?
Well, GT is very powerful against this composition. Really, the only character that pushed Genji and Tracer out of favor as this classic dive DPS is that Brigida, and the fact that it's not coming out on the side of Poland makes this composition very viable for the United Kingdom. At the same time that Lucio and Zenyatta might struggle against this Nano Winston initiation. Oh, and he misses the jump. That's a crucial place to miss, but it's okay. Redzyak's in the backline, finds Boombox, does pay for it with his life.
And of course, the spawns on this map a little bit more equidistant, so not really a huge attacker advantage like it might be on some hybrid maps. Shadow holding the line right now, and again, he did not get that much out of the nano boost, but just cleaving through, trying to build up the primal. Now under pressure though, Kip going straight to the back, takes down both supports, one swipe. That's exactly what the United Kingdom was looking for.
You can't ask for more on a Genji Blade. Double supports, instantly taken down, puts a bit of damage on the D.Va. It's all clean up for the UK. They're so dominant on the point here. Kip dashing through everybody, and they can't even take him down.
And that is vintage Kib there. He's a player that sometimes has low points, but right now he is riding a high. That was fantastic and ends up giving the UK the point.
Genji has always been one of his strong suits, so I expect big things from him now. Now the United Kingdom showing the strength of this Lucio Zenyatta support composition. It allows them to be very aggressive with their default abilities, but double defensive support ults make it so much more difficult for Redzyok to get a blade off. Danye's EMP comes out here, but I expect the beat to be following in soon potentially.
Uses the EMP just on the Winston. We'll see if Christopher ends up falling for. Christopher, though, is gonna, does not live enough to get the Primal Rage. It was right on the margin. Dexter able to finish him off. It was super close. Shadow, in the meanwhile, making a bit of space here for Poland, but this is always weird for teams here, Jake, because you want to be aggressive on point B, even though it's not as great, because the other areas are even worse.
The UK, though, finally Kizano's Valkyrie has ended. It's time for the UK to start pushing back in again, and that's exactly what they're doing. Kib getting aggressive, almost has another Dragon Blade. It's a great pulse bomb. Sticks takes out both supports. That's the end of the fight for Team Poland. They just have to get to the cart to stall, but they're being slow staggered.
If it's not the Genji, it's the Tracer, Mikey and Kib being relentless and just annihilating the supports of Poland here. And if you're Poland, do you even go for another fight here in second?
I mean, it'll be tough. They probably should attempt it, do their best, but if they can't get the Winston there in time, it's going to be incredibly hard to win this fight, and Boombox still has the Transcendence. This Nano Blade needs to be huge. They do have the potential to damage boost the Nano Blade, which each swipe does about 205 damage. That can be crushing against Genjis and Tracers, but Redzyok, he needs to find those kills here.
He's moving on in, he gets a Nano boost, and now dying to back, going for Lucio though, and he can't even get over there, doesn't even get the opportunity to be booped. Meanwhile, the Transcendence keeping the UK alive. Kib having a time of his life in the back on the other end, picks up 2, and the United Kingdom does not care about the Nano Blade in the least.
Redzyok gets the Nano, but it's Kib without the Nano boost who finds 4. That's a classic out Genji right there. The UK's dive just producing absolutely so much more. Redzyok forced onto the Brigida to finally deal with this Genji Tracer composition, but I can't help but feel, but this is just a little bit too late. They've lost so much, and now the UK responds to the Brigida pick, and they're already swapping.
Yeah, it's looking like Christopher's going to go Ryan. He does. Also, feels like that gives him a little bit more protection against the McCree that they've just swapped to as well.
This is just textbook from the UK. They don't give Poland a single chance with their advantage composition, and they're right onto a new comp that's going to be a real struggle for Danye to get through. Danye switches back to the Pharah here, but this is a really tough fight for him. UK's already on point. They're already pressuring his tanks down, and he's just getting out of the spawn.
Danye, though, is going to have line of sight here in a moment. Now getting healed up by the Mercy, boosted all the while. United Kingdom looking to the skies. Not a great response here so far, but they're looking for Dexter, and just barely. Dexter was able to get out of the way. UK, though, still pretty healthy. It's up to Poland to contest the point here. Dexter and Shadow have been getting poked down very heavily this entire time. Now United Kingdom, they're not quite able to get through, and the power of this bar just poking down rockets, certainly delaying, but they're not going to stop yet. They're going to go in.
They have to deal with Kib. He's going to be very highly energized in this team fight, and it's so hard to take him down. The Sound Barrier comes out to deal with the Primal Rage. Primal Rage booped and absolutely melted there by the United Kingdom. Boombox has the Transcendence. Poland going to be forced to use theirs first in this team fight.
Poland, though, as you mentioned, they have the Transcendence in reserve. They're about to get barrage. Danye has been laying in the damage over and over. United Kingdom, they invest the Graviton, but Poland none too phased by it. Here comes the Transcendence. They're moving in. Meanwhile, look to Danye. Barrage about to be up, gonna be looking for his opportunity, and the United Kingdom, they back up in response to the Transcendence. I'm not sure they know the threat of Danye, though. Using the trees for cover, biding his time. Earth Shatter coming in from Christopher. Meanwhile, it's a response from Danye. Drops the barrage and is immediately taken down. The United Kingdom does not care. It's a great response from the UK as Christopher keeps swinging the hammer.
Smex is more than prepared for that barrage, has full Matrix charge. Boombox cleaves him out in the air with a clean right click. The United Kingdom just outclassing Team Poland so far in Mbani.
And every trick in Poland's book there, the UK was ready for. They were not phased even in the slightest, and just very good composure to deal with the different looks that are coming at them.
The United Kingdom just playing a higher level of Overwatch, frankly, right here. It's going to be on Danye and the boys from Team Poland. They need to bring out a new look, something different. Shake up the United Kingdom, or maybe just blink some classic 3-3, try and get those point contests going on. That's a crushing time by the United Kingdom.
It's very fast, and don't forget, too, for Nambani, it's not a map that teams always complete. Getting through last is very difficult, so anytime you can get away from Nambani with a 0.3 completion, you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, and with 2:30 on the clock, that's better than good. That's great. So the United Kingdom, they really just have to have an average performance here. Poland needs to finish with extra time to give themselves even a chance to win. If they can only finish in overtime, then that at least guarantees the draw for the United Kingdom. But at this point, finishing the map is not a certain prospect.
Not in the least, but Nambani is a map that we have seen crazy back and forth battles on, even though, again, sending a time as quick as UK is pretty rare. We've seen crazier things, especially here in the Overwatch World Cup, where oftentimes teams exceed expectations. So can't write off Poland here just yet.
It's definitely possible. The United Kingdom also seeing the value in this defensive Sombra. Hack Pack so relevant on Nimbani. I love this composition coming out from the UK. The Lucio as well is going to give Boombox a lot more mobility. We saw Kib's Dragon Blade just cleaving through the Ana and the Mercy at the same time. The Lucio is going to make that much more difficult. The United Kingdom, they're going to be able to speed Boombox out if the Blade does come in. They've got the boof to peel. There's not as clear of a win condition for Redziok as Kib had.
And Cruz is also just very good at protecting the backline as well historically, where you think back to the heroes that Cruz has really been on. A, Genji, B, Lucio. So if anyone understands how to deal with the Dragon Blade, it's going to be Cruz.
Exactly. A top-tier Lucio in his own right now. Look at him already at wall riding, getting a nice scout here, some good spam. That's a little minor tech that can help you in your ranked games.
I mean, also it just looks cool. It's just like, hey guys, look at how high up I am. This is great.
It's Kib, though, in the front line. Mikey in the back, getting the full scout. He knows where absolutely everyone is. He saw that Sombra stealth in, so he can potentially call her out to his team. Now he's in the back, maybe looking to hack right as the initiation comes in from Team Poland. Danye on point, though, looking to do the same. It's Kib getting the hack first. He's got no reflex. Potentially they'll be able to punish, but Shadow's hacked too. He can't go in.
Kib was just barely able to get out of the way, but now the danger zone is over. He can come right back in. Smexo out of the fight early. Cruz coming back on in. United Kingdom definitely win the poke war here. Kib diving on in. Dash resets, falls, but Poland just lost way too many people here, and the United Kingdom will be able to get a full reset.
Smex gets D-Mech quickly that fight, but if you can't finish off the Pistol Diva, you really haven't accomplished anything. She's right back in her mech, quick as can be, although Poland does manage to get one tick of progress here that could be relevant later on in the round. Kib, though, has the advantage. He's coming up on the Nano Blade first. UK looking to edge this fight out with a quicker ultimate charge.
Mikey just giving all sorts of scouting info to the back, also sizing up the Ana, goes for the quick hack, no biohand progress, and immediately removed. Kib came at the blade on the top. It was a nice 1-2 combo from Mikey to Kib. And even though Poland is able to get one or two limbs there, it's just not enough. And remember, you are in Nambani. The spawns are just about equidistant. It's not the trade-out battle that most hybrid maps are.
You really can't commit to fights like that on offense. You need to be getting those crucial opening picks. You need to be taking point control. That's the fight you want to commit to. Though Poland, they do have a big opening right here. They do have that Nano Blade, but Cruz with the beat drop could really turn things around, deny that Nano Blade the dash resets that it craves. Here it is from Redziok, gets Nano boosted, comes in. Who is he targeting? Trying to get in the backline. He does find the Ana.
He got the Ana and got Cruz for good measure. Both supports down, exactly what Poland needed here in this fight. United Kingdom now a little bit staggered. They need to buy time, but they don't have much to give. Already 2 ticks to Poland. It's looking like United Kingdom. Are they going to be giving this one up? Kib's looking like he might be going in, and yeah, they're going to take the fight. Mikey has the EMP, but they're already down Christopher. They don't want to use all their resources here. Shadow, though, making space. The United Kingdom, they decide to go in. They drop the barrier. They use the EMP. They're going to try and make this happen.
Huge play by the UK. They peel that beat off with the EMP. Kazano forced back. Kib close to his Dragon Blade, and it's Christopher coming back into the fight very soon with the Primal Rage. There's a lot more stall potential yet, but they get off the point. What a huge error by the United Kingdom. They're going to lose that fight and potentially get staggered brutally here by Poland.
Not only are they going to get staggered, but they were spending some real cash in that battle there, Jake. They threw good ultimates in, and now they're going to be so far behind for point B.
At the same time, though, Poland was forced to commit a lot in response to those ultimate commitments from the UK, so the UK will have their tank ults. That's a major advantage here in the Streets phase where stalling the cart is crucially important. You're going to look to see Christopher get in and attack that backline. You can see Dooku, understanding this, has already switched to the Moira, a much more difficult target for those Genjis and Winstons.
Poland making some adjustments here. The United Kingdom, they still have some resources despite what they invested in. You got to be looking to Kib here.
Mikey uncloaks in the back, tries to get a hack on Dooku. I don't think he's able to do it successfully, but the Dragon Blade comes in from Kib. Unfortunately, not able to find that dash reset, but he gets on the Lucio. Gazano caught out. Kib wants more, but drops very low. Needs to get healed up here.
Kib getting a gift there, going, all right, I guess it was Lucio here. I'll take it. United Kingdom able to pick off and reestablish despite how point A went, and that is a big shift in momentum for the game.
The UK potentially able to set up a spawn camp here. Can be very effective on Nabani. Looks like they want to hold the next corner, though. Don't want to get too aggressive, get punished by an EMP from Danye. But Mikey A has his EMP as well. The UK has managed to build up such an ultimate bang. What an efficient fight win from them.
You got to look towards Mikey. As you mentioned, from the next fight, he could completely shut down Red. He's going to be looking for the Dragon Blade. Bit under pressure. Early EMP. No Blade even able to come out. Smex piles on. The self-destruct gets one. And the United Kingdom being so aggressive here and yet having it be so darn effective.
The UK getting a ton of value, committing 2 ultimates there, another fight win. Every fight win here on Streets matters so much. This is burning 30 seconds off the clock. Poland needs to get back into this fight, but even they don't have an overwhelming advantage at this point. UK is still looking to hold strong, probably going to commit to this next fight as well.
Both teams ready. Nano Boost going to be coming out here for the United Kingdom. They throw it on the Winston, going into the back. Christopher, again, just disrupting, and Boombox takes advantage, finds Dooku on the other end. Red did invest the Dragon Blade here, but his team was so disrupted from the dive from the United Kingdom that it just didn't matter.
You can see this aggression from the United Kingdom is totally catching Poland off guard. Right as Poland gets in to try to initiate, their backline is already being assaulted by Mikey A, Christopher, and Kib. So great coordination by the UK. They're setting the tempo of this game. Poland switches to a much more defensive composition, adding 2 more stuns to the comp. The McCree and the Brigida trying to shut down this Sombra. Will it be enough though? Mikey is on the high ground. He's harassing them. They're so annoyed by this. It's so difficult to deal with the Sombra constantly in your backline.
And while they're looking at Mikey, they weren't looking at the front. They felt compelled to throw the self-destruct. They don't get anything from it. And Christopher goes, oh, you're going to fight me in an enclosed area. Time the rage on out. Almost gets taken out for it, but it's disruption. It wastes most of the sound barrier here for Poland, and the United Kingdom, they're able to disengage. And the beauty of this is that they can go right back in. Kib, Dragon Blade out, finds Duke immediately, gets the mega health pack, and can come back in the other way. Danye taken down, and the United Kingdom, they are rotating so well right now.
That's a very nice conservative blade from Kib. Picks off the main healer of Poland. That's a crucial pick, and then he just stays alive. That's all he had to do in that situation. He gets the fight win, and now the UK has another ultimate advantage. Mikey A setting up in this corner, wants to drop that EMP before Poland is ready, and Poland really has no answers in the book here.
Yeah, I mean, the only upside here would be if they just somehow randomly shot in the bushes, but unlikely to happen. They're going to go straight down Broad Street. Mikey goes, hello, EMP, self-destruct. We've seen this before. Takes down 4, smacks with the follow-through.
I mean, at that point, it's better for Poland to die to the self-destruct than anything else. At least UK can't farm more ultimates in that team fight, but the UK now recognizes Poland switches to this much less mobile composition. Now you're going to see the UK on this high ground, camping the spawn effectively. The cleave from the high ground. They drop the nano onto Chris. He's already attacking Red Zerg. Red Zerg already falls. Huge Bionade from Boombox to enable this dive.
Absolutely nutty stuff coming out here from the United Kingdom. Chris gonna get the primal rage, so even as people come out, Christopher's gonna say, actually, go back into your spawn, get away from our payload, and time now ticking down. Overtime is in progress. The United Kingdom getting every bit of cleanup and more. It's a rarity, and yet it has happened. The United Kingdom is held on point B Numbani.
And that is the half, 2-0 from the United Kingdom. They don't even look excited. That was just a little too easy for them. Poland, you have to be doing more. The UK just putting on a clinic.
Absolutely, and again, I can't re-emphasize it more, is that all you gotta do is take a look at the stats here, and here's what the stats say. Getting a hold on Numbani B just does not happen, but it happened here.
That just shows textbook play from the United Kingdom. They won a lot of fights in a row, but what's so impressive is how efficiently they did it. They did it without over-investing ultimates. You saw how many fights they won with just 1 or 2 ultimates. Perfect play by them. If you don't play like that, eventually the offense will get that ultimate advantage, but it didn't feel like Poland ever really had a chance. They didn't ever feel like they were in control of the situation. So the UK just really outplaying there on every level, on the team play and individual level.
Well, guys, right now the United Kingdom is looking strong, but we still got another half of Overwatch yet to play. We'll see you in just a few moments.